Well, hello and welcome. This is the first video I've done with a voiceover. Probably the first of too many, even if it is the last. Expect nerves, amateurism, and stolen catchphrases. Moving swiftly on. Nestled away just east of the merge point of the M1 and the A1M lies Aberford, a village equidistant between London and Edinburgh, and once was a very popular stop-off point reputed to have once had over 100 coaching inns. Sadly, this is now reduced to just one pub. But I'm not here to talk pubs. I'm here to discuss the old quarry Flyline, its interesting arches, and an interestingly strange war memorial. I was inspired to cover these from watching Auto Shenanigans videos where John twice missed them, choosing a derelict little chef and a stub of old road instead. Cheers, John. That was super sweet awesome. We're just up there. So what is now, like many old railway lines, a public footpath, used to be used to transport stone from the local quarry. Before we reach our first landmark, if we take a glance to the right, across the field there we'll see some strange looking arch in the middle of nowhere. More of that later. As we continue past remnants of the old quarry, we reach the Light Arch, a simple road bridge over the rail line providing routes within the estate. You may be asking what makes it light? Well, it's not the dark arch, we'll see later. Next up, we find a quaint little love story, immortalised in Nellie's tree, or rather trees. Two trees that in their infancy had been tied together to form a letter N by a gentleman named Vickstead. This was to mark the spot where he would regularly meet up with his future wife, Nellie. Over a century later, it's quite possible that this act of love was key in preventing thousands of houses being built on the estate. The tree was nominated for the British Tree of the Year, won, after securing first place in both the English and British Tree of the Year awards. Nellie's tree went on to claim 9th overall across Europe. This high-profile exposure, combined with the efforts of local villagers, eventually put a stop to the plan. Strangely, despite claiming that there was nowhere else for these houses to go, Leeds City Council eventually managed to find brownfield sites that were disused and built them there. Shortly after Nellie's tree is the Dark Arch, which is currently closed for 6 months repair. That 6 months has been going on now for 3 years. Designed originally to take the quarry train past the estate's main house without spoiling the view from that home, the Dark Arch is actually a tunnel forming the end of a ha-ha. Now there's no telling when it will reopen. Hopefully a change of ownership will kickstart the repairs. Either way, I'll drop in some older photos from when it was accessible of the inside. Who was Downey? Everyone assumes a dog, but in reality, Christ knows. I tagged this video Route 66. Well, there you go. It's part of Cycle Route 66. As we go back around the Dark Arch, because we ain't allowed through it, we get back to the Light Arch, now armed with the knowledge of why it's called Light. We'll continue back across. We'll continue across the field and take a look at that strange arch thing. Amazingly, this Triumphal arch is in celebration of America's win in the War of Independence. That's a celebration on the grounds of an English lord who was often visited by the king. Just think on that. That's the king whose army had just lost the war that this celebrates. In a time when treason was punishable by death. Brave? Stupid? Or just a bit of banter with a pal who happened to be king? The estate was utilised during both World Wars, and you can still see remnants of the servicing platforms used to service the army vehicles.
Now across there, through these trees, there's some really old stone construction, but it's currently wrapped in scaffolding and it's a bit knackered, so I can't be arsed going over. Zoom in a little bit more and I'll probably find some archive photos and splice those in.
And there you have it. Lots of waffling, few images. If you made it this far, well done. Will there be another spoken video? Should there be? Or should I shut the hell up? Let me know in the comments. Take a look at my other videos. Lots of car stuff. Dogs being nuts, dogs being cute. If you like the video, there's a button specifically for that. Go ahead and click. Feel free to subscribe, buy me a coffee, tell me I'm crap, whatever. Thanks for sticking around. Be seeing you.